Do you ever feel like the world is too vast and your dreams are too distant to reach? Let me share the story of a boy who started with nothing but an insatiable curiosity and an unrelenting drive to learn. He wasn't born into immense wealth, nor did he possess extraordinary powers. He was neither a billionaire nor a genius from birth. Yet, through sheer passion, determination, and a love for knowledge, he rose to become one of the most influential figures in the world. This boy was Bill Gates. Bill Gates' story isn't just about accumulating wealth. It's about having faith in your dreams, working tirelessly, and transforming ideas into reality. His journey is a testament to the power of perseverance and innovation. No matter how difficult life became, he never gave up. Today, we will embark on his journey, exploring his early years, the struggles he faced, and the spark that ignited his fascination with computers. By the end of this story, not only will you gain insight into Bill Gates' formative years, but you will also find yourself inspired to chase your own dreams. And along the way, you will learn new English words and phrases, just as Bill Gates believed in learning something new every day. Bill Gates was born on October 28, 1955, in Seattle, Washington, USA, into a loving and supportive family. His full name, William Henry Gates III, was passed down from his father and grandfather. At the time of his birth, no one could have predicted that this small boy would grow up to become a global icon. His family was neither excessively wealthy nor struggling. They led a comfortable middle-class life. His father, William H. Gates Sr., was a disciplined and hard-working lawyer who valued education. His mother, Mary Maxwell Gates, was an intelligent and kind-hearted woman who initially worked as a teacher and later served on corporate boards. Even as a baby, Bill displayed an intense curiosity. His parents often joked that he could stare at something for hours, trying to understand how it worked. This curiosity would later become one of his most valuable assets. From a very young age, Bill Gates showed signs of brilliance. He was an avid reader, devouring books on science, history, and law by the age of 7. His favorite spot was the family's small library, where he could lose himself in books for hours. However, despite his sharp intellect, school didn't always excite him. He often found the lessons too easy and was easily bored. His teachers frequently complained about his restless nature, but they couldn't ignore his exceptional intelligence. One day, when he was 9 years old, a teacher noticed that Bill often seemed distracted in class. She asked him, "Bill, why do you always seem lost in thought?" To which he confidently replied, "Because I've already read the book." Recognizing that their son needed more academic challenges, his parents enrolled him in Lakeside School, an elite institution known for nurturing bright students. This decision would prove to be life-changing, as it was at Lakeside where Bill encountered something that would captivate him more than books: computers. In the late 1960s, computers were massive machines that took up entire rooms and were primarily owned by large corporations and universities. However, Lakeside School had a computer, and from the moment Bill laid his hands on a keyboard, he was mesmerized. It felt like magic to him. He spent countless hours in the computer lab, so much so that he often skipped other classes just to continue learning how to program. Initially, his teachers were frustrated with his obsession, but they soon realized he had a rare talent. At just 13 years old, Bill wrote his first computer program, a simple tic-tac-toe game where users could play against the computer. This small accomplishment filled him with pride and showed him the vast potential of programming. During his time at Lakeside, he met Paul Allen, a senior student who shared his passion for computers. Though they had contrasting personalities, Paul was quiet and reflective, while Bill was energetic and outspoken. Their shared interest in technology forged a strong bond between them. One day, Paul made a bold prediction. "Bill, I believe one day there will be a computer on every desk and in every home." At the time, this idea seemed absurd. Computers were expensive and used only by businesses, but Bill believed it too. Together, they started dreaming of making this vision a reality. By the age of 15, Bill wasn't just learning, he was earning. Alongside Paul, he started his first business, Traf-O Data, which developed software to analyze traffic data for cities. Their efforts paid off, and they earned $20,000, a substantial amount for teenagers in the 1970s. This experience taught Bill a crucial lesson. Success isn't just about ideas, it's about executing them. He realized that to achieve big dreams, one must be willing to work hard and take risks. Despite his dedication to computers, Bill was not all work and no play. At Lakeside, he enjoyed sitting with girls in class, not to flirt, but because he believed they were more disciplined and focused, which helped him learn better. He was also highly competitive, often betting with friends on who could solve problems the fastest. He despised losing and would go to great lengths to emerge victorious. His parents sometimes worried about his obsession with computers. One evening, his mother expressed concern. "Bill, you can't spend your whole life in front of a computer." Bill smiled and responded, "Why not, Mom? One day, computers will change the world, and I want to be part of that." His unwavering belief in the potential of technology was already taking shape. In 1973, at the age of 18, Bill Gates enrolled at Harvard University, one of the world's most prestigious institutions. His parents were ecstatic, convinced that he would follow in his father's footsteps and become a successful lawyer. However, Bill had different plans. While his classmates immersed themselves in law, medicine, and history, he spent most of his time in the computer lab, writing code and solving complex programming problems. One day, a professor questioned him. "Bill, why don't you focus on your studies instead of spending all your time with computers?" Bill simply replied, "Because this is the future. Computers will change everything, and I want to be ready for it." In 1974, while still in college, Bill and Paul Allen came across an extraordinary development: the release of the Altair 8800, the first personal computer. They immediately recognized its potential. One night, Paul called Bill with excitement. "Bill, this is it. We need to act fast before someone else does." The two friends decided to develop software for the Altair, even though they didn't own the computer. Relying solely on their knowledge and imagination, they worked tirelessly to write a program that would make the Altair more functional. In 1975, at the age of 20, Bill Gates made a bold decision. He dropped out of Harvard to start his own company with Paul Allen. His parents were deeply concerned. "Bill, what are you doing? Harvard is your future," his mother exclaimed. But Bill was firm in his conviction. "Mom, this is my future. Computers are my passion, and I can't let this opportunity slip away." With no office, no money, and no team, just two young men with a dream, Bill and Paul founded Microsoft, short for Microcomputer Software. Their goal was to develop software for the emerging personal computer market. The early days were tough, filled with uncertainty, but their relentless dedication would soon change the world forever. In the early days of Microsoft, Bill Gates and his small team worked tirelessly to spread the word about their company. Their relentless dedication paid off when they created a groundbreaking program for the Altair 8800, a microcomputer that sparked the personal computing revolution. The program's success garnered attention, and soon, other companies began noticing Microsoft's innovative approach. As Microsoft grew, Bill quickly realized that he couldn't build an empire alone. He needed a team of talented individuals who shared his passion for technology and innovation. Determined to assemble the best minds in the industry, he started hiring exceptional programmers and engineers. His leadership style was demanding. He expected excellence from everyone, including himself. Often working late into the night, he meticulously reviewed every line of code, ensuring perfection. His philosophy was simple. Achieving greatness required unwavering dedication and daily effort. In 1980, Microsoft secured its first major breakthrough. IBM, a giant in the computing industry, was developing a personal computer and needed an operating system to run it. When IBM approached Microsoft, Bill Gates saw an unprecedented opportunity. Although Microsoft did not have an operating system ready at the time, Bill confidently assured IBM that they could deliver. To fulfill this promise, Microsoft acquired an existing operating system called QDOS, Quick and Dirty Operating System, refined it, and rebranded it as MS-DOS. This strategic move proved to be a game-changer. IBM agreed to license MS-DOS, and it quickly became the standard operating system for IBM's personal computers. This deal catapulted Microsoft from a small startup to a major force in the technology industry. Beyond being a skilled programmer, Bill Gates demonstrated remarkable business acumen and leadership. He motivated his team, pushed them to their limits, and fostered a culture of innovation. His philosophy was encapsulated in one of his most famous quotes: "Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose." Bill believed that complacency was dangerous. He emphasized continuous learning and improvement, often reminding his team that there was always a better way to do things. Despite Microsoft's meteoric rise, the company faced its share of challenges. Competitors emerged, and skeptics questioned Bill's abilities. However, he remained steadfast in his vision, treating every challenge as an opportunity for growth. By his mid-20s, Bill Gates had already transformed Microsoft into a rapidly expanding enterprise. But he had a grander vision. He wanted to make computers affordable and accessible to people worldwide. He envisioned a future where computers would become an integral part of daily life, revolutionizing how people lived, worked, and communicated. In 1985, Microsoft launched one of its most groundbreaking products: Windows. Unlike previous text-based operating systems, Windows introduced a graphical user interface that made computing far more intuitive and accessible to the average user. Before Windows, computers were complex and required specialized knowledge to operate. With the launch of Windows, anyone could use a computer with simple point-and-click commands. The introduction of Windows was a turning point for Microsoft. The operating system quickly gained traction and was installed on millions of computers worldwide. Bill Gates' dream of putting a computer in every home and office was beginning to materialize. As Microsoft grew, so did its competition. Apple, founded by Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, was also revolutionizing the personal computing industry. The rivalry between Bill Gates and Steve Jobs became legendary. While their approaches to technology were different, they shared a mutual respect. Steve Jobs once remarked, "Bill is unimaginative, but he's brilliant at running a company." Conversely, Bill Gates acknowledged Jobs' unique talent. Steve had a flair for design like no one else. he made things beautiful. Despite their competitive nature, both men aimed to transform the world through technology. By 1987, at just 31 years old, Bill Gates became the youngest self-made billionaire in the world. The young entrepreneur who once spent countless hours in his school's computer lab was now one of the wealthiest individuals on the planet. However, his newfound wealth did not make him complacent. Instead, he worked even harder, driven by a deep sense of responsibility. One of his most well-known quotes reflects his belief in perseverance and self-reliance. "If you are born poor, it's not your fault. But if you die poor, it's your fault." Bill Gates believed that hard work and determination could change a person's life, regardless of their circumstances. While Microsoft continued to dominate the tech industry, Bill Gates's personal life was also taking shape. In 1987, he met Melinda French, a bright and driven woman who worked at Microsoft. They quickly connected over their shared values and vision for making the world a better place. Their relationship blossomed, leading to a partnership that extended beyond business. As Bill Gates's influence grew, so did his commitment to philanthropy. Later in life, he and Melinda would establish the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, one of the world's largest charitable organizations, dedicated to global health, education, and poverty alleviation. Bill Gates's journey from a passionate young programmer to a global tech icon is a testament to vision, perseverance, and relentless innovation. His leadership and strategic decisions helped shape the modern computing landscape, making technology more accessible to people worldwide. Through Microsoft, he revolutionized the software industry. Through his philanthropy, he continues to impact millions of lives. Bill Gates's story is a powerful reminder that with determination, hard work, and an unyielding vision, one person can indeed change the world. Bill and Melinda Gates got married in a private ceremony in Hawaii in 1994. Their wedding was simple and elegant, reflecting their down-to-earth personalities. Together, they had 3 children: Jennifer Gates, born in 1996, who later became an accomplished equestrian and medical student; Rory Gates, born in 1999, known for his intelligence and private nature; and Phoebe Gates, born in 2002, who shares her father's passion for education and innovation. Despite being one of the wealthiest families in the world, Bill and Melinda raised their children with humility, teaching them the value of hard work and kindness rather than spoiling them with endless luxuries. Leading a company as large as Microsoft was not easy. Bill often faced criticism from the media and competitors. Some accused him of being too aggressive in business, while others questioned Microsoft's practices. In the late 1990s, Microsoft faced a major legal challenge when the U.S. government accused the company of using unfair practices to dominate the software market. This was a stressful time for Bill, as the case lasted for several years. However, he faced the challenges head-on, learned from his mistakes, and continued leading Microsoft with determination. As Bill grew older, he realized that his wealth could do more than just build a successful company. In 2000, he and Melinda established the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, one of the largest charitable organizations in the world. The foundation focuses on solving global issues such as improving global health, fighting diseases like malaria, tuberculosis, and HIV/AIDS, providing education, helping children in underprivileged countries access quality education, ensuring access to clean water, building systems to provide clean drinking water to communities in need. Bill once said, "Money has no utility to me beyond a certain point. Its utility is entirely in building an organization and getting resources out to the poorest in the world." Throughout his life, Bill has shared many words of wisdom. Here are a few of his most inspiring quotes. "I choose a lazy person to do a hard job because a lazy person will find an easy way to do it." Sometimes simplicity and innovation come from unexpected places. Don't compare yourself with anyone in this world. If you do, you are insulting yourself. Focus on your own journey rather than getting distracted by others. Patience is a key element of success. Success doesn't happen overnight. It requires time, effort, and perseverance. People often wonder how much money Bill Gates makes. While it is difficult to calculate exactly, estimates suggest that he earns approximately $127 per second, $7,600 per minute, over $10 million per day. Despite his immense wealth, Bill does not live an extravagant lifestyle. He believes in using his money to help others and create a better world. One famous story about Bill Gates illustrates his mindset. A young journalist once had the opportunity to interview him and asked about the secret of his success. Bill took out a blank check and handed it to the journalist, saying, "Write any amount you want and take it." The journalist was shocked and refused, thinking it was a joke. Bill then explained, "This is the secret of my success. When I see an opportunity, I grab it without hesitation." Most people miss their opportunities because they think too much or are afraid to take risks. Success comes to those who take action. By the early 2000s, Microsoft was at its peak, and Bill Gates was the face of the tech industry. However, he realized he wanted to focus on more than just business. In 2006, he announced he would step down from his day-to-day role at Microsoft. Many were surprised by his decision, but Bill explained, "I've been very lucky to achieve success in technology. Now I want to spend my time giving back to the world." After stepping down, Bill focused entirely on the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. His foundation wasn't just any charity. It was one of the most ambitious projects in the world. The goal was to ensure that every child, regardless of where they were born, had a chance to live a healthy and productive life. Bill also became deeply involved in clean energy initiatives, recognizing climate change as one of the biggest threats to humanity. He funded projects developing renewable energy sources like solar and wind power, and supported research into safe, sustainable nuclear energy. Bill believes that investing in science can solve even the toughest problems. Despite stepping back from Microsoft, Bill continues to inspire millions through speeches at schools, universities, and conferences. One of his most famous pieces of advice is, "Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Take risks, make mistakes, and learn from them." Although Bill is one of the richest men in the world, he leads a relatively simple life. While he owns a large house, he does not spend his wealth on flashy cars or unnecessary luxuries. Instead, he enjoys spending time with his family and playing bridge, a card game that helps keep his mind sharp. He and Melinda instilled strong values in their children, choosing to donate most of their wealth to charity rather than passing it all on to their kids. Bill once stated, "I want my kids to have their own identity. Giving them too much money would take away their motivation." During the COVID-19 pandemic, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation played a critical role in funding vaccine research and distribution. Bill's story is not just about building Microsoft or becoming wealthy, it is about redefining success. While many see success as wealth, fame, or power, Bill believes true success is about impact, the difference one makes in the lives of others. Even after stepping away from Microsoft, Bill Gates remained a symbol of hope and innovation. He taught the world that success does not end with personal achievements. It begins when one uses their success to uplift others. One of his most famous quotes captures this idea. The true measure of success is not how much you have achieved, but how many lives you have improved. By 2023, Bill Gates had donated over $50 billion through his foundation. However, he believes that wealth is not meant to be hoarded, stating, "If you're fortunate enough to be successful, you have a duty to give back. Wealth should be used to solve problems, not create them." His generosity inspired other billionaires to follow his lead. In 2010, Bill and Warren Buffett launched the Giving Pledge, encouraging the world's wealthiest individuals to donate most of their wealth to charity. Today, more than 230 billionaires have joined this movement, proving that true greatness comes not from what you take, but from what you give. Despite his many achievements, Bill Gates has faced personal challenges. In 2021, he and Melinda announced their divorce after 27 years of marriage. This was a difficult period for him, but instead of letting it hinder his mission, he remained focused on philanthropy. He and Melinda continued to work together at their foundation, prioritizing their shared vision over personal differences. Bill Gates's life is filled with valuable lessons. Here are some of his key insights for the next generation. Dream big, start small. Don't wait for the perfect moment to begin. Start with what you have and build from there. Embrace failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the journey. Every mistake is a lesson. Value time. Time is your most precious resource. Use it wisely by learning, growing, and helping others. Stay curious. The world is full of problems, but also full of opportunities. Keep learning and finding solutions. Kindness is strength. The world needs more generosity and compassion. Use your success to uplift others.